I'm doing it again.
Yes, once again we are exploring that old sketchbook of mine. Yup, that's the one. I really loved like themes when it came to my old artwork. You know, like planets, colors, zodiac signs. Anyway, yes, as you may have seen from the title of this video, I am redesigning my old zodiac sign characters that I made with no prior knowledge about them at all. So they're horrible, just like the old color designs were. Those are pretty bad too, but these are more embarrassing because I made them in middle school when I actually had more of a skill. It doesn't mean that it was good, but it was more fleshed out. I don't have an excuse because I wasn't 8 years old this time. Anyway, to avoid crashing out completely, I'm not drawing all 12 of them all at once, just like how I did with the color characters, because it was fun, but the editing for the video was so long that it literally mentally drained me. Luckily, the 12 signs are separated into 4 categories, being elements. So for this video, I am redesigning the water elements, which are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I will get to the other signs eventually, but not right now. Just those signs for now, please. That's all I need. Without further ado, let's take a nice little trip back to memory lane with this sketchbook and see what they look like. Okay, so here's Scorpio. Jeez. No, she needs help. Pisces. She's actually kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, she looks kind of adorable. I don't understand the design though. Like this shirt, it looks like a weird like puff jacket type of situation. Cancer! She's actually adorable. I don't understand what these antennas are, but they're cute. Okay, these aren't that horrible. The only issue that I'm having with them is that they don't really fit the sign very well. Like, for example, Scorpio over here. Scorpio is supposed to be like the more passionate, you know, like more sensual sign out of all of them. So tell me why it looks like a farmer. Last time I checked, farmers aren't passionate or sensual. Well, anyway. These do need some TLC. Just a little bit of, you know, zhuzh to them. So I'm gonna fix them. Okay, so to start things off, we're going to showcase these based off of the beginning of the year and onward. So we're starting off with Pisces, which is the dates February 19th to March 20th. And Pisces is known as what are they known as? The fish? The fish sign. The two fish. So I kind of wanted to like keep that duality going on in there, but I didn't want it to be like, I didn't want to create 2 characters, because I feel like if I were to create 2 characters for a zodiac sign, that would save that for Gemini. But Pisces, I just wanted to keep that like duo stuff going on, like very much like featured 2 in a lot of her design. And then that mainly just came out with the pigtails that I gave her, and then the like little ribbons that I gave her. I decided to do 2 on each leg for like her shoes. But overall, I really wanted to give her like a very flowy design. I wanted her dress to kind of resemble like a flowy fishtail in a way. I don't know how well I exactly portrayed that, but I feel like either way, she looks like a very like watery, elemental aesthetic kind of girly. From all of the research that I've gotten, Pisces are known as very like whimsical, gentle like signs. I've never actually met a Pisces before. Like I think I have Pisces in my family, of course, but like I've never like met a friend or like gotten close with anybody outside of my family that's a Pisces. So I don't have much experience with Pisces, honestly. So I don't exactly know what they're like to be around. I'm also just like, as a quick little side note, I don't know how much I believe in zodiac signs. I don't know if I like believe in it entirely, because like that's a lot to believe in entirely. But it's like there's some things that are kind of interesting. They're really interesting to look at, so like I'm kind of interested in that. But yeah, Pisces is a water sign, in case you couldn't tell. But I don't know how much I trust this website, actually. I'm looking at this one website to get a lot of my information from before I like designed any of these because I want to do a little bit of research to better understand everything. But over here it says that their colors are like lilac, purple, sea green. And I'm like, okay, cool. How are colors important in this? I can't say much because I quite literally included purples and greens and like teals and blues inside my design, so I can't really say much about that. But like, I don't know, kind of weird. According to this website, it says that the greatest compatibility for them is Virgo and Taurus. So really earthy signs right there. I guess Pisces really love earth signs. It also says that Pisces are very friendly and often find themselves in company with very different people. They're also very selfless and willing to help others. Gotta love this website. Thank you, zodiacsign.com. Look at me citing my sources. Okay, this is weird. It says Pisces, the loving fish. Imagine two people skinny dipping and suddenly turning into two fish swimming around each other in a crystal clean lake. What? I don't want to imagine any of that, actually. I'm gonna be so for real. But yeah, they really value connection with their partners. Okay, so overall Pisces seem very like whimsical, like I said earlier. Like they are very much like a whimsical sign. Good for Pisces. I'm so proud. Okay, and that was my lovely little rendition of Pisces. Hope you enjoy her. I think she came out really, really cute, and I love how she's like subtly Pisces, you know, like nothing super aggressive. Like I didn't make her a fish. Okay, so next is Cancer, which is like apparently the most emotional sign ever after looking at this. But the dates for Cancer are June 21st through July 22nd. So it's very much like Pride Month. Whoa! Cancer over here. After doing research in Cancer, it was really hard to figure out anything like super nice that it was saying about them. Cancer's another sign where like I don't really know if I've met anybody who's like actually a Cancer. So that was like a little iffy here for me. But it says here that Cancers are tenacious, highly imaginative, loyal, emotional, sympathetic, and persuasive, but also can be moody, pessimistic, suspicious, manipulative, and insecure. So that's awkward. And then it says here that Cancer can be one of the most challenging zodiac signs to get to know. Like, okay. And it says that they're very emotional and sensitive. Like, I'm sorry. This doesn't sound like it's being very nice to Cancers. Like, at all. Like, this is kind of mean. Like, I feel bad. But Cancer is the brave crab sent to this earth by something they believe in, only to mess with something bigger than they are. That also doesn't sound very nice to Cancers, honestly. If I'm going to be completely honest, this doesn't sound very positive, like at all. And it says Cancer is a very emotional sign. Their feelings are the most important thing in their relationships, gentle and caring. So that's good. So from what I'm getting from all of this is that Cancer is just like very, very emotional. Like they are in tune with their emotions. They are very sensitive, you know. Those types of vibes. Quite opposite from my sign, but that's okay. Oh yeah, you guys don't know what sign mine is. We'll get to that eventually. Not today because I'm not a water sign, but we'll get to it. Anybody want to guess what my sign is actually? That's a fun little game. Somebody should try to guess what my sign is. That's fun. It says here that the color for Cancer is white. I mean, I guess I used white in this design. Good for me. I'm so proud. Oh, it says here that Cancers like art, home-based hobbies, relaxing near or in water. Okay, homebody, water, shut in. It also says that Cancers dislike strangers or any criticism of mom. I should have put like the mom tattoo. I should have put that on this character. I should have put that on her. That would have been so funny. It says here that like their main, like each of them have like a planet or some sort. They don't really get a planet. They get the moon. I guess the moon is a planet. Is the moon a planet? I don't know if the moon's a planet. I don't want to do the research on that either. We'll figure that out. What else is there? When it comes to friendships, Cancer representatives will gladly connect with new social contexts, but are extremely sensitive to people not approved by their closest surrounding. Wow. This just makes it sound like all Cancers are introverts. Like that's kind of stereotypical. This is why I'm still super iffy on like believing in zodiac signs, because like I doubt all Cancers are introverts. Just watch, everybody's gonna like prove me wrong. Like every single person I know, everybody like that watches this video, they're gonna be like, actually I'm a Cancer and I'm an introvert. Oh well, oops, I guess. Anyway, love Cancer and their emotional problems, I guess. I don't know. Right, so there's Cancer. I think she came out really, really pretty. I wanted to like have the more like crab elements in her outfit. I'm not gonna lie, she was so complicated to like design. I don't know how I was gonna be able to like put crab into like beautiful, whimsical, like emotional design, because I didn't want her design to be very like sharp and edgy. I wanted it to be very like flowy, because you know, water sign and emotional, sensitive, all that. But I think she came out really cute. So yeah, there she is. Okay, so fun fact, Scorpio was actually the first one I drew, and now she's the last one I'm showing. That's not my fault, because here it says that Scorpio is October 23rd through November 21st. Last time I checked, that's the end of the year, and I said I was going to be doing from beginning onward. So bestie has to be last in this video, but that's okay. Best for last, in my opinion. Actually, no, I don't think she's like the best, but she's definitely really, really pretty in the end. I really, really like how she comes out, purely just because the original design sucked. The original design was so bad and didn't match Scorpio's energy very well, so like we're fixing that. So Scorpios are resourceful, powerful, brave, passionate, and a true friend. Wow, but they're also distrusting, jealous, manipulative, and violent. Okay. I remember seeing something on TikTok. I don't know who it was, but they said that Scorpio is the most like fire of the water signs, which I feel like fits so well, because we're like, the other two are like emotional, whimsical, shy, and here Scorpio is being a baddie. Like, also Scorpio got Pluto and Mars. I feel like Mars fits. Pluto's a little bit surprising. Also, fun fact, there is a Scorpio in my life. Not really like a friend or anything. It's my mom. But that's why I actually designed Scorpio first, because she lovingly demanded that Scorpio get done first, because she saw the original design, was like, you can do better, I know you can. And I was like, I know. But yeah, I do know a Scorpio, and I consider my mom like a very close best friend. Me and her are like super close. So yeah, it says here that Scorpios are passionate and assertive people with determination and focus you rarely see in other zodiac signs. So yeah, they're kind of unique like that. You know, like a lot of other zodiac signs, like for example, the previous two, emotional hot messes, while Scorpio's over here being like, yep, I know what I'm doing and I'm determined. I'm gonna be baddie, you know? It also says that they're gonna be great leaders and guides. They're also resourceful, dedicated, and fearless when there's a challenge to overcome. So always have a Scorpio in charge, people. Always have a Scorpio in charge. I was a little bit surprised. Like, it's not super surprising that it's a water sign, but it's also a little bit surprising because it's so different from the other water signs. But in the end, it's still a very like emotion-based sign. It's just very different emotions from the other signs. Like, the other signs are very like sensitive. This one's like more of like the aggressive emotions, I want to say. Oh, it says here that Scorpio is the deadly warrior sent by the goddess to kill someone. Okay, that's a little scary. But it's okay. I totally see it. Like, I'm so here for it. It also says that Scorpio is a sign of sexuality and ultimate physical emotional bonding with other people. Its representatives are extremely passionate. So we're all adults here, right? Or at least pretend to be an adult for like 2 seconds. Don't be childish. But in the end, Scorpio is the most like passionate sexual sign out of all of them. But I didn't like the idea of just like drawing a character that looks, I don't know, just like super sexual. I wanted it to be subtle. I wanted to give her subtlety. I didn't want her to show like too much skin, you know, because like I feel like that's so like typical for a Scorpio. So I thought I could give her like the sexual vibes while also being very subtle, you know, like she doesn't need to prove herself to anybody, you know. Also, I completely forgot to say it. I wanted these characters to be kind of like, I don't really know what they want to be, but I wanted them to be very magical, like kind of guardian-like. So yeah, that's Scorpio. I went on a hot rant. And there's Scorpio. I think she's so much better than the original, and I'm so happy with how she came out. I think she really fits the baddie vibes that Scorpio needs to portray. Unlike the last one, she's no longer a farmer. It's great. And just like that, there's all my girls. I finished all the water signs. Hope you enjoyed. It was really fun to redesign characters over Zodiac signs, and I also really enjoyed the fact that I wasn't doing all 12. I will eventually, don't worry. They will get done eventually, but don't promise it all to be in the next 3 videos to be the other 3 elements, because I want to try to space things out with this channel. I want to make sure that I don't just do Zodiac signs for the next 3 videos, because I feel like that there's no suspense, there's no enjoyment, and also if I continue doing Zodiac signs for the next many characters or many drawings I do, I'm going to get so sick of it, and the last 3 are going to be so horrible, whichever ones I end up doing. But yeah, let me know which one's your favorite, and let me know which ones you want to see next, the fire, earth, or air signs. Whatever you feel like, I'll figure out what I'm doing next, but if you could totally let me know, that'd be great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say about these girlies, but they were great to design. Enjoyed them. Yup. Can you tell I'm not using a script?